What's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Behind the IQ. You already know what it is, man. I'm your host, Chris. This is my partner in crime, my co-host, Aaron. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode, man. We had a nice little trade deadline coming in this week. Man, it's hard to wrap my head around on what happened this week with all the trades that, transpired. But Aaron, we had some injuries going on. We had some returning players from their injuries, and we had some new injuries. So this is going to be the IQ injury report. So on the new injury list, we have Shea. He just got an injury. He's out for the next 2 weeks, I believe, next 2 to 3 weeks. We have Peyton Watson. That's the newest injury. I just got the news today that he got injured. Sad news for the Denver Nuggets. Unfortunate events.
Yeah. Out for about a month.
Yeah, out for about a month. It's insane. But we also just had Austin Reeves returning from injury, which is amazing for the Lakers. I know that's going to help them tremendously. Good to have him back for sure. But for Warriors fans, that's not really nice because the Warriors play them tomorrow night on Saturday at 8 p.m. But talk to me, Aaron. How do you feel about Denver's new injury with Peyton Watson being out? I know that's your guy, so I wanted your opinion on how you feel.
Hey, we both love him.
No, absolutely.
They're not having Peyton Watson just because Aaron Gordon's still out for about 4 weeks too because of his hamstring. I believe they have Christian Brown back, but good thing they got Jokic back now because he can keep it up. But no Peyton Watson or losing that guy who really comes in. He takes the assignment on their best player, and I mean that's the guy. I mean that's the thing that I think every team that's championship contender, they have that guy that can pick up your best defender or your best player and kind of not shut him down, but slow him down. And that's what Peyton Watson does. And he comes back and he scores 20 on the offensive end. And that was the biggest question that we had was can he perform like this when Jokic comes back? And he's been doing it. So it sucks that he gets lost, but we won't be able to see them fully healthy till probably about March, spring break-ish.
Mm-hmm.
But sucks that he went down with that. But I believe the Nuggets, I mean, they're gonna keep rolling. They're gonna keep rolling.
They're still gonna be the same. They got Jokic back.
Yeah, I hate that I say that. It's not gonna affect them too much, but something that they'll definitely need for the playoffs for sure.
Yeah, I mean they still have a lot of players that can plug into that spot. You know what I'm saying? If they want to go small, they can plug in Tim Hardaway Jr. They can put him at the 3. You know what I'm saying? So you can have Jamal Murray, Christian Brown, and Tim Hardaway gives you an extra shooter on the side. I think what really hurts them is not having Aaron Gordon. You know what I'm saying? When they play these top playoff teams, I think missing Aaron Gordon is definitely going to affect them for sure. But missing Peyton Watson for right now, I think it's not going to be as a big loss for them. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely going to be interesting how they handle it and who they plug in. I think we can see different players in and out of that starting lineup for sure between Tim Hardaway, Bruce Brown, Pickett, Cam Johnson. I don't know where he is, what happened.
I don't know when he comes back. I believe he hyperextended his knee. I don't know when he comes back. I actually don't know the timeline. But I mean, they also have other guys like Zeke Naji.
Yep.
They just traded Hunter Tyson, so can't use him.
Yeah, I saw that.
So we'll talk about that later. But get well soon, Peyton Watson.
Get well.
Come back better.
Yes, sir.
But I want to get into Shea.
Yeah, I was just about to say, let's about to Oklahoma, man. How do you feel? How do you think OKC's?
I remember about exactly like 2 months ago, they were 24-1, and we had a big question was how would they perform without Shea?
Yeah.
So now we get 2 weeks, or we get at least like 5 games, especially the one on Wednesday against the Spurs, to see how they perform without Shea. Like, are they winning games and whatnot? And I know on Wednesday they have Chet or J-Dub too. So
they played Spurs again.
They played them on Wednesday.
Oh, okay. You said they did play. Okay, yeah.
But I mean, they didn't have Chet, J-Dub, Shea, so I can't really tell how they would look. I want to see how they look fully healthy, but then just without Shea, because that's something that could come into playoffs by chance. Hope it doesn't, but it could. You got to prepare for every possibility. But they had guys step up. They had Kenrich Williams. He had about 26. Casey Wallace been hitting a bunch of threes. He found a shot finally after a minute. Aaron Wiggins.
Killing.
I mean, we already know they had a deep bench, but damn.
Bless you.
Thank you. Yeah, we already know that.
For sure.
Yeah, we already know they had a deep bench. So nice to see guys that come in and get quality minutes. And they just got a new asset, but we're gonna talk about that later. Jaren Kane.
Yep.
But I'm ready to see what they can do in these next couple of games. I'm actually kind of curious to see how many games they play.
Yeah.
Did they say if he coming back right after All-Star break or he's going to be reevaluated?
I was watching ESPN and they were saying that he has a higher chance of coming back literally right after All-Star. I don't think he's playing in the All-Star, so that's actually going to be interesting too on how the world
gets in.
Yeah, so who's going to be his replacement? You know what I'm saying? So,
well, I think there's only two guys you can give it to, and that's Laurie and LP.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I think you got to give it to a world guy. So,
yeah. Do you think
they? Oh, my fault.
No, you're good. I was just going to ask, like, do you think Anthony Edwards slides into that starting five?
Well, obviously, yeah, but they're not going to have a starting five. And they got a format's weird.
Yeah.
They got to get a world player. So I think you got to give the Laurier Alfred Sengun. I bet they'll probably give it to Alfred Sengun. So even though he's put up a damn dud against the Hornets.
Saw that. I saw it. Well, he got affected, so.
I don't care.
I know you're not.
They have a tough schedule coming up. The Thunder. They have 4 more games till All-Star break. They actually have 4 games in the next 5 days.
Oh wow!
They play the Rockets.
Mm-hmm.
They play the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
They play the Suns.
Mm-hmm.
And then they play the Bucks.
Okay.
So,
repeat that again. So they play
the Rockets on tomorrow at 3:30.
Mm-hmm.
Play the Lakers on Monday. Play the Suns on Wednesday, and then the Bucks on Thursday, and then they get their break.
Okay. Okay. I think
nice to see.
They can go a solid 2-2. I'm not gonna lie. They can probably
2-2 would be good for them.
Yeah.
Even 3-1.
Yeah, even 3-1. They're definitely beating the bricks off the Bucks. Put their G League team out there and beat the bricks off the Bucks. So.
Hey.
But Houston would definitely be a tough matchup for sure.
Yeah.
LA,
Houston is struggling.
LA, LA's defense is still questionable. It's still, bottom tier. So I can definitely see them beating the Lakers. Because the Lakers don't have Luka. Luka's out. Yeah. So
I think Phoenix beats them.
Phoenix can beat them. I can see that. It's just,
I think they beat LA and Milwaukee, and I think they lose to Phoenix and Houston.
Yeah, that's a good prediction. I can definitely see that. But they can also beat because there's no Booker. So having they can definitely slide by them too.
They can also go 4-0.
I know their team is that good. They're that good, man. I'm not too happy about it, but it is what it is. OKC is just a great team in general. But moving on out to LA, we have Austin Reeves returning. I want to get your thoughts on his return. His first game, he only had 15 points, but he was just getting into the groove. His second game. It was his big game. He had 35.
Yeah. Okay.
So he's still.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the big game.
He's still on minutes restriction. You know what I'm saying? So 35.
Yeah, but coming off the bench and dropping 35 and leading them to a win over the Sixers, that's huge, especially when Luka gets hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So, Austin Reeves. I mean, we've missed him because him and Luka started the year off hot. He was averaging 27 and 8, 27 and 7. We was like, oh, MIP All-Star. We had him in those talks, and definitely would have made an All-Star team if he just played the games.
Absolutely,
for sure. But that's nice to see him back. That's the other score that they need. But bigger concerns, Luka went down with a hamstring injury.
I think so. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, and they're gonna. Yeah, and they said they're gonna do an MRI on him.
Yeah,
today or tomorrow. So we'll get the news soon. And I mean, hamstrings usually not just like a day-to-day thing. So probably like a week or 2.
Yeah.
But I mean, at least it's around All-Star break. Right?
I was just about to say I don't see him returning until after All-Star break for sure. It's just like Steph. That's another player that's on the injury report. Steph. He has runner's knee, which is understandable. I've never seen him stop running, so it makes sense why he has runner's knee injury. So I don't see him coming back until after injury, after the All-Star break. So
another thing about Luka is that if he doesn't play All-Star and Shea doesn't play All-Star, I think that means Alperen Sengun and Laurie should both get in.
Yeah, I mean, Steph might not play either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So then, I mean, if Steph's don't play,
Gosh, this All-Star is gonna be cooked.
yeah, it's
Nobody's
gonna be bad.
like nobody's. We're gonna have to rely on Anthony Edwards, man, to steal the
It's
show.
not bad.
I mean, I'm
Yeah,
not
it's
mad.
not. It's not. It's just not a good All Star.
Nah, it's not. I think all these players got injured on purpose because of the way the All-Star is set up right now. So they're like, you know what? Forget this format. I'm not participating in this. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's definitely gonna be interesting.
But hope everybody gets well soon over All Star with a big break. I think it's time to get into the talk of the week, trade deadline.
The whole drama of the NBA world was this trade deadline.
Hey, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday we got big trades. I haven't seen that. The trade deadline in a minute.
So starting off, who we had first, we had James Harden. That was like the biggest rumor starting off the trade deadline on Tuesday, getting traded to the Cavs from the Clippers. He was trying to say that he didn't ask for a trade at all. So how do you feel about James Harden's mindset with that, saying that he didn't ask for a trade? They just traded him to the Cavs, but how do you think it's going to?
I'm not really worried about it. I see the Clippers because they know they messed up with that Paul George trade, so they're really trying to go young. They got Darius. They got somebody else, Benedict, who we'll talk about later. But replacing a 36-year-old James Harden for a 26-year-old Darius Garland, who, if he stays healthy, he's a great guy. Like, he's a great player to have, playmaker, scorer. So for the Clippers, I mean, and you've got a lot of picks back. You're taking a lot of gambles on this trade deadline. We'll talk about that for sure later. In this trade, I mean, you get Darius, you get a second. I think the second's this year, and that's a good second to have because this is a stacked draft class. I'm gonna say like it's deep. You'll find gems everywhere in this draft. But for Cleveland, getting James Harden, I talked about this in a video I posted a couple of days ago. Getting James Harden brings just not an injury player.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the word for it, but he's going to stay healthy. He's going to play. He's making his debut tomorrow, so I'll be ready to watch that.
Absolutely.
But the Cleveland, what they were struggling with until Jalen Tyson really came along, but still struggling with a little bit is no point guard play. Like, they made a trade for Dennis Schroeder and Keon Ellis, but they haven't played yet, I believe, or they maybe started.
Dennis Schroeder played.
Yeah. But, still getting to the swing of things. But Donovan Mitchell was kind of playing that primary ball handler role.
Mm-hmm.
And, he's averaging 30. Who else on the team is really a scoring threat? Maybe besides Jalen Tyson. Like, Evan Mobley's cool. But he's not like a main scoring threat ball handler type of guy. Even though he's trying to grow into that role. He's trying to. But again, James Harden kind of limits off of the double teams or all the attention that Donovan Mitchell attracts. And can make Donovan Mitchell work off ball, which I like a lot more. James Harden, he has two lob threats. He has Jared Allen. He has Evan Mobley.
Mm-hmm.
That's something he's gonna love. Pick and pop's gonna be there with Evan Mobley if they want to work on Mobley's shot, pick and roll with both of them. I think we talked about this. If you get Jared Allen or Mobley on a pick and roll, I would have the other one in a dunker spot. And then for James Harden, it's just two lob threats, like one here, one there. It's just a kid in the candy store. He can do whatever he wants.
It's definitely going to be a nasty duo. You know what I'm saying? You have Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, like you said, for Harden to throw lobs to all game. Like, Donovan Mitchell is a good facilitator too, throwing those lobs to both players. And, he already has the chemistry with both players. But Harden, you give him a lob there with anybody, he's gonna flourish. He's gonna make them even better. Yeah. Mobley's already having a great season. Jared Allen is having a good season. He's just gonna elevate them even more. James Harden is definitely gonna help that team a lot. They're definitely my favorite to reach the finals for sure. Since they got James Harden, because that's a nasty duo, man. You have four All-Stars.
And Jalen Tyson, don't forget.
Yeah.
And veteran leadership off the bench. But, this move, I talked about it, it is a ring or bust type of move.
It's a win now. Yeah, it's win now.
Yeah, and if you don't the team up. Blow the team up.
It's the well, I mean, James
but I like him.
Contract year anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but he's not gonna sign an extension after.
You don't think
he
so?
Could be gone too. No, he could be gone after this year. We don't know.
That's true. That is true.
James Harden. But I think they're my second favorite team in the East to reach the finals. Pistons just have the chemistry. Chemistry is a big thing.
Yeah.
And then bringing James Harden could also bring a little bit of drama, and we've known about that.
Mm-hmm.
But Pistons just had that chemistry. They just blew out the Knicks by 30.
So, yeah.
But I think it's a win now trade. Good trade for the Cavaliers now. Great trade for the Clippers for the future and the build up because they're taking a big gamble. And we'll talk about that because we transition to another trade the Clippers made. Oh, wait. What are your grades for this James Harden trade for each team?
Oof. I would say for Cavs, I give it an A minus. I give it an A minus. The only reason why it's not an A plus is because Darius Garland is a young player. You know, that's for future. That's the only reason why I don't give it an A plus. I give the Clippers also an A. You know, you're getting back a solid young potential star. You know, star point guard. You know, you can set him as your center stone, your cornerstone player. I think it's going to be great for the Clippers moving forward if they decide to keep him and set him up as the franchise player in the Clippers. But I think both teams won in the trade. Cleveland, they want to win now. They're trying to get over the hump. They're trying to reach the finals. They're trying to win. And I think it's a perfect addition to have James Harden on that team, you know, because it's going to set them over the top. I think he's better to have in Cleveland than Darius Garland, you know what I'm saying? Because Darius Garland in the playoffs, you know, he doesn't really perform.
It's just the injuries. He's always injured.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So
I don't know what's wrong with his damn toe.
Yeah, that's
always a toe. Every time, toe.
Yeah.
I don't know what you could do to a toe, but
yeah, I don't understand how that just becomes like such
A's for both teams. Good trade, but I want to transition to what the Clippers also did.
Zubac.
On Thursday, right before the deadline, they traded Zubac. I didn't hear anything about this. Like, am I crazy? Like, I didn't hear no rumors or nothing about like.
No, see, it's crazy. So a lot of the trades that happened, there was no rumors about any of them. I think
most of them.
Yeah, a majority of them. Like the James Harden one was a last minute rumor, and it happened literally the day after. But nobody even saw that coming. That's why I feel like when James Harden says that he didn't ask for the trade is bull. Like there's no.
I mean, every rumor I feel like we got, we didn't. It didn't execute.
Exactly.
But I mean, I like that. I was took for a surprise every time.
Yeah.
But yeah, get to the Zubac trade. I want to talk about what the Pacers get. Oh, let's talk about the trade first. Clippers trade Zubac and Kobe Brown, who was round 1 pick 30 about two years ago, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Young player that Pacers could develop, and the Pacers give up. They give up Benedict, who's going into free agency. He's going to win a bag. So I understand them trading him. I thought they would have done it sooner, but key piece to their final run. But it's sad to see him go. But he was going to win a bag. So now he go thrive in LA, maybe plant some trees and whatnot. Sorry. They also Pacers give up their 2026 first round pick, and I was shocked at first because I didn't see any protections. I was in shock. But the pick is top 4 protected, and then top 10 through 30, or not top 10 through 30 protected. So if it lands through pick 5 through 9, the Clippers get it. If it lands anywhere else, it's the Pacers. So a big gamble by both teams for sure.
Yeah.
Pacers also give up a 2029 unprotected first-round pick, I believe, and Isaiah Jackson. So
it's not a bad trade-off for both teams.
Not a bad trade.
I give both teams an A on that trade. Zubac in a Pacers uniform with Halliburton throwing those lobs is going to be insane. I think it's going to flourish as well, like because it's another kind of James Harden type of playmaker. Zubac, it's not like Zubac's not going to get the ball at all. He's still going to get the ball, especially with Halliburton's a pass-first type of point guard. It's only Only thing I question is Indiana's a very fast-paced team, and I don't see Zubac running up and down the court, constantly, consistently. I can.
Well, the thing is, they also have Jay Huff.
Yeah.
So Jay Huff can come in, but they also have small ball lineups. They have Obi Toppin and Jarris Walker that could play the center if they want to. Jarris Walker's 6'9". He's a big body. He plays defense, and he comes from Houston.
And he can shoot.
University of Houston, and he can shoot. So, and Obi Toppin, they can play small ball, and that's something I believe they will definitely explore, especially maybe even this season. They've explored it a couple times, couple games. So I don't see why you don't do it again. But I want to talk about why I believe the Pacers. Next year, I think they're my finals. They're making the finals of the East next year, as long as Halliburton comes back. The reason why I believe the Pacers will make the finals next year is because, one, you're bringing back everybody except Benedict.
Hold on. You said Pacers making the finals next year?
Yeah. They'll be my favorite. Yeah, in the East.
That's a strong statement. That's an early bold take.
Yeah, but okay. Reasons why. First reason is you're gonna bring back all your guys except Benedict, but you're gonna upgrade Benedict for Zubac, and Zubac's basically replacing the Miles Turner role. And the things that Zubac brings that's better than Miles Turner is drop coverage. Zubac, especially last year, he was one of the best, if not the best, drop coverage big man in the league. He was amazing. That's something Miles Turner wasn't too good at. But Miles Turner had great rim protection, something that Zubac also has. Zubac also is going to rebound like a hell of a lot.
Yeah.
Miles Turner wasn't the greatest rebounder.
No.
Zubac is a big body. He'll give you about a cool 16 to 16 if he wants. That's something I think they need, that physicality.
But he
also get Kobe.
He had a down year this year.
Who?
Zubac.
Come on.
Compared to last year.
He's been hurt. Players been hurt. Clippers been through a whole a weird cycle. I'm not judging anybody off their play.
The only one that was flourishing was Kawhi. So
yeah, James Harden's having a good year too. But getting Zubac is a big upgrade in my opinion for Miles Turner. The only thing Zubac can't do that Miles Turner does is shoot 3 balls. But you could also look at that as a plus. Because Miles Turner didn't shoot the ball too well in the playoffs.
Yeah, a lot of times he would settle for threes and not drive.
Yeah, so you can see it as a plus on maybe efficiency. And then pick and roll. The pick and roll is going to be there. Halliburton, something he loves. He gets to the elbow, do a jump pass. Zubac can attract attention from the tag man. And then Halliburton swings it. He keeps his young core. He has Nembhard still. He has D. Smith. They can light it up. Pascal's going to be back off the bench. You still got TJ. You still got all the guys. Obi Toppin, Jarris Walker. Team's going to be set. You have a bunch of guys this year that due to injuries, they are thriving and getting a lot of opportunity. So next year they'll come back. You have Ben Shepherd. Taylon Peter's been getting minutes. So I like what the Pacers did for this trade. I think it's going to bring a lot more wins and better defensive help. Also, another reason why the Pacers are going to make it, coaching. They full court press a lot, the most we've seen the last couple of years. Especially in the playoffs, they upped it 10%. I think it was 24% of plays they were full court pressing. They have the pressure. They have the defense. They may not have it on paper, but the way they're all bought in, the team chemistry.
Yeah.
And I'll die on this hill. If Halliburton didn't get hurt that game, they were going to win that game.
Yeah.
So, if you don't think the Pacers can make it, you're crazy.
No, I just don't see them making the finals for teams out east that I like so much better. But that's a whole nother
conversation for another day.
But let's go back out west. So we have Jaren Jackson.
Whoa. We ain't done. We gotta talk about the Clippers side.
Clippers.
We gotta talk about the Clippers. Clippers getting Benedict. He's gonna be able to thrive in that position. Him and Darius Garland, 2 young guys. The big gamble about this though is they want to hope that they get that Pacers pick 5 through 9 in this stacked draft class. But the thing for the Pacers is the thing they're taking that gamble is on. They're really bad this year, injuries. So They traded it, and if they get a top 4 pick, and they get one of those top 3 guys, like I can see them getting AJ, and then it's over. Like Pacers are going to be set. It'd be great for Indiana, but big gamble by both teams. And I gotta give an A+ to the Pacers. I think that's a gamble you take any day of the week. And then for the Clippers, I'll give them an A for the good return and the possibility of getting a good pick, due to the fact that you don't have your own pick this year. So
Yeah.
I like it for both teams, and I like to see what Benedict does. I hope he becomes an all-star one day.
Yeah, I mean, Clippers, I ain't too worried. They're going to still be a bottom tier team. But Benedict and Garland are still going to, do their thing. They have all the opportunity in the world to do their thing out in Clippers. They have all the freedom, but they're still going to be a bottom tier team. I don't see them making any noise or any threat to anybody out west. Like, the West is a gauntlet. Now, I can see Kawhi leaving in the offseason. So I'm definitely not worried about the Clippers moving forward, but definitely A on both sides. Clippers got 2 promising young talents. So we'll definitely see what happens there. But I do want to talk about this Jaren Jackson. I want to know how Utah's gonna move forward. Because that's a big lineup out there. That trade definitely boosted their talent level, boosted their starting lineup. They have Ace Bailey, Jaren Jackson, Lauri Markkanen. That's Walker Kessler. That's a big lineup. Walker Kessler at the center, 7'1". You have Lauri Markkanen, 7 foot, power forward, small forward. You have Jaren Jackson, 6'9", 6'10", defensive player of the year. You have Ace Bailey, top 4 prospect in the league, and you have Keontae George, who's going crazy on a tear, 24 game. Their future's looking kind of bright. I like Utah. I definitely like Utah on the near.
Yeah. Well, the full trade details. Jazz, they receive Jaren Jackson Jr., John Conchar, Jock Landale, who they traded. They get Vince Williams, but the Grizzlies, they receive Walter Clayton Jr., Taylor Hendricks, 2 first-round picks in the last couple of years, promising 3 first-round picks. When the Jazz don't give up any of their own, except for 2027 swap best, I believe, or swap worst. I don't know. You got to fact check me on that. I'll pull something up. Jazz also trade Kyle Anderson and Georges Niang. So for the Jazz and the value they gave up for Jaren Jackson Jr. and Vince Williams, I got to give them an A. I think that's a win next year type of move. Like they want to become a contender. Like they don't want to be a bottom feeder team anymore. And I think that move could really put them over the hump to be like they have three 7-footers in their front court, and then they have a 6'9" shooting guard. They have 6'5" Keontae George, and then off the bench you have Yusuf Nurkic, who's been playing out of his mind this year. He's put up a couple triple doubles. This is his prime year. He's like 32. Isaiah Collier's had a back-to-back 48-minute games where he dropped 17 assists here, 11 assists there. Like I love Collier, and going into the year, I believe I was like, because I believe Collier can be a starting point guard in the league. Like he's 6'3", he has the frame, and I was wondering what they're going to do. Like him and Keontae, who should start? And obviously Keontae's been obviously proved his role, but they could also run a double 2-guard type of lineup. Maybe run Keontae off ball. That's something they could also do. They could look into things. And then the Jazz, they're also going to get a top pick this year. They could jump up in the lottery, get a top 3 pick. I think they need a wing more than anything. So, Darren Peterson would fit well over there. AJ would fit well.
Talking about Memphis?
No, I'm talking about Utah.
Oh.
I like Utah for next year. They're going to be a nice defensive team.
Oh, yeah.
Because Jaren Jackson Jr. and Walker Kessler, they can combine for 5 blocks.
Absolutely.
Total. They got guys that can move their feet. Pick and roll game is going to be their pick and pop game. You have Jaren Jackson Jr. And Lauri, who both shoot the ball extremely well for their size. So pick and pop, pick and roll. Walker Kessler's been working on his corner threes. I like what they got. It kind of opens up their offense and their spacing more, too. And they can hunt mismatches. Hunting mismatches can be a huge thing for Utah next year. So it'd be nice to see what they do. And Will Hardy's a good coach.
Oh yeah, they're definitely gonna be nasty next year. I'm rooting for Utah next year. Like I said, the West is a gauntlet, man. It's only getting better. It's only getting better. But I did fact check. Memphis got 3 future first round picks. Wasn't no swaps or anything, just unprotected 3 future first round picks.
Yeah, and it was Lakers pick 2027, right?
Mhm.
Houston pick 2031.
Mhm.
Cool. Yeah, it'll be and for Memphis, I'm gonna give them I'll give them a B plus, A minus. Depends on how they can what's the word develop Walter Clayton Jr. and Taylor Hendricks, 2 very young guys who can be promising in the league.
Mhm.
And then they said they want to build around Cedric Howard and Zach Edey. They have a top pick this year. They have a couple picks. They have the Magic pick. So it'll be nice to see how they do. They have to draft well. Um, and they have 13 first round picks. That's the most in the league. They dumped off or they traded. They had a 30 million trade exception by trading Jaren. So 13 first round picks. They have to draft well. Let's see what they can get. They definitely want to jump up in the lottery, maybe lose a couple more games, which they're definitely going to do. But they're in full rebuilding mode, and there's not much else to say. We just got to see how their front office can do.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I definitely like that grade. I give Memphis a B plus, and I'll give Utah an A minus only because of the future, because that starting lineup is going to be nasty. So I definitely give them an A minus for adding Jaren Jackson Jr. for sure. But that's all I have to say about the Utah Memphis. What I really want to get into is what I really want to talk about. One of my favorite trades. Well, it's a sad trade, but also one of my favorite trades is Jonathan Kuminga. He's finally free. He's not prisoned. He's not locked up in chains anymore. He's finally out. He's gonna flourish out there in Atlanta. I'm rooting for him. I think he's gonna have an all-star kind of year next year. Um, once he gets fully healthy. But Warriors, they got Porzingis. Let me know on how you feel about
Yeah.
Kristaps
Uh,
death.
full trade. The Hawks receive Buddy Hield and Jonathan Kuminga, and the Warriors receive Kristaps Porzingis trade up. No picks. For the Hawks, it'll be kind of interesting to see what they do in the offseason, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Do they start Kuminga over Zachary Ricochet? I believe you do because Ricochet is not too
absolutely,
good. But
absolutely.
also, I mean, you could think about it like, oh, that's our number one overall pick. Like, what do you do? Do you trade Ricochet?
Yes.
Do you trade Kuminga? It's gonna be like because we don't know how they feel about him at all.
Yeah.
Like we have no opinions from them. Wonder how he's gonna fit in with that team because they're starting, CJ Dyson, Nikhil. Jalen Johnson's having an all star year. He just put up like 29, 16, and 16. But
I just hope they play him. Like, I really hope they just play
they're
JK.
going they're going to play him.
Like,
Buddy Hield they just traded Luke Kennard too. We'll talk about that.
yeah.
But Buddy Hield's going to be out there and thrive too. He's going to get minutes, be able to
Hmm.
shoot. And I mean, I like him into playing. I mean, it's a good trade for him because Kristaps, he has freaking AIDS basically. So, I mean, you get 2 quality pieces for your team.
Hmm.
Maybe do something in the playoffs. Which, man, it's the Hawks, and no team in the East is so dominant. I believe that they would overpower anybody. I think anybody in the East has a chance,
Yeah.
like upsetting somebody. So, and the
Yeah.
same thing said for the West.
I mean, it's gonna be interesting for sure on how the Warriors move forward, especially with Porzingis, because this is his contract year. I think he's a free agent. I'm pretty sure this summer. Um,
Yeah.
30 million contract. It's gonna be interesting. I heard he
Eight.
I heard he plays tomorrow. I heard he plays tomorrow.
No, he's not. He's not playing no more.
No, he's playing. Stop wishing. But
No, I'm saying he's not playing. I saw it earlier.
oh, they said he's not playing.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Um.
But
Keep talking. Keep talking.
having Porzingis,
Yeah, he's
man,
out.
he's out. Yeah, see, that makes
Yeah.
sense. I'm not even surprised. It's the longest sickness ever. But
What do you think?
a lot of Warrior fans are not happy about the trade. But also, it's like we had to trade. Bless you.
Make
We had to trade Kuminga. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had to get rid of him. We just got rid of him a little too late. for his value to be up. I heard there was rumors of us getting Jared Jackson Jr., but we were focused on getting Giannis, and, that obviously didn't happen. I don't even want to talk about that because that was just such a disappointment. There was like so much hype around it for no reason. Decided to stay. He was just trolling the whole league.
Yeah.
But Kuminga for Porzingis, I'm not too mad about it. Obviously, I feel like Porzingis can help us tremendously because of his size. When he plays, he's definitely effective. He's 7'3". He can definitely help us when we play, somebody like Wembanyama. We play somebody like Chet. He
brings that stretch five too.
Exactly. He can shoot. He can shoot the hell out of the ball. It's
Opens
not,
up all the cutting room for our guards. So
yeah,
back
exactly.
doors too.
We haven't had a big man that size since freaking
Quentin
dinosaur.
Post. Oh.
No, stop it. Quentin Post is. I love Quentin Post, but Porzingis is definitely.
But I'm gonna give. I'm gonna give the Warriors. I'm gonna give Warriors a C plus, a B minus. Just due to the fact that we could have got more, I believe, for Kuminga.
Yeah, I'm mad that we didn't get no picks. So, we traded a 22, 23-year-old for a 30-year-old with no picks. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
And then for the Hawks, I'm gonna give them an A. You get rid of somebody who basically does not play, and you get a 23-year-old in return and a sharpshooter off your bench.
Future All-Star.
Yeah, possibly. So it'd be nice. I want to see how he fits in. So I can't wait to see him play. But
please either play Jonathan Kuminga, please play Jonathan Kuminga.
Moving on to the final big trade. It's Anthony Davis getting traded.
You want to talk about
play? I'm not gonna talk about it. Not gonna talk about it much. But Mavericks trade. Mavericks trade what? Anthony Davis, D'Lo, Jaden Hardy to the Wizards, and they get two first-round picks. 2 first-round picks, 3 seconds. AJ Johnson, Marvin Bagley, Chris Middleton. Not a crazy return. Marvin Bagley's been playing well this year, who was a second overall pick. Chris Middleton's old. Not getting much out of him. AJ Johnson was a first-round pick about 2 years ago, so maybe you want to develop him or something. You get 2 firsts, not very valuable. I believe one was a Houston pick and one was a top 20 Warriors pick.
Yeah.
Or top 20 protected. So you're not getting much. So basically, in return for Luka, you get Max Christie, 2 firsts, 3 seconds, and Chris Middleton. So it's a pretty good return, right?
Yeah, if the Wizards are fully healthy, I think they'd be okay. Trae Young and AD would be nasty. That's be a crazy duo for sure. If we see them ever play together, I don't know if it's going to be like the Brooklyn Nets situation and we never see them play together. But that's going to be a nasty front court. Alex Sarr and AD, 4 to 5, doesn't matter. AD will probably be the 4 because he doesn't like to classify himself as a 5.
And also, you can mentor him.
Exactly.
Mentorship's going to be there. But if they stay healthy, I like them. It's not a terrible team. They have all the young assets, Bilal, Bug, Trey Johnson, more guys off the bench. So,
and they have
or Keyshawn George.
Mm-hmm.
So for the Wizards, I'm gonna give them a B plus, A minus, just for the value they traded AD for.
Yeah, the value.
You're getting a guy who can play at an All NBA level, and this year you're obviously tanking, so you're not really worried about this year at all. You're worried about his health next year. Get him healthy. Get Trae Young healthy, so you can maybe do something next year. And I'm gonna give him an A for sure. Like I said, due to value, and then also you get that veteran leadership, something that they don't have over there. Now they traded Chris Middleton and CJ. And for the Mavericks, they're getting a D.
Yeah,
you're getting a D. You're not getting nothing in return.
Yeah.
Unwanted first round picks. If you're trading AD, I feel like you can get just due to the fact of what AD can be, you got to get some young guy that can.
No, you can't. You can't get anything back. That man is made out of glass. There's nothing you can get back with someone that gets injured.
Yeah, I guess.
Someone tapped his hand. Nobody even touched this man's hand, and he was already injured. Man,
I'm just gonna give him a D just because of the whole process behind all the Luka and AD things, what it ended up to be.
You know who I feel sorry for?
You
know who I feel sorry for? It's Klay Thompson. That's what I feel sorry for.
Oh,
That
yeah.
man got
Well, he
traded
left. I don't really
to a team
care.
where he thought he had finals championship admirations, and all of a sudden the whole team gets traded, and then Kyrie's
Yeah.
not playing. So, I definitely
Well,
bring him back
the
home.
last thing to say
Bring him
is I
back.
hope the Wizards stay healthy next year.
Yeah.
I want to see them play. But yeah, I'm gonna give an A for the Wizards.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give a D for the Mavericks. Do you
Like,
agree? Disagree?
yeah, I agree. But we are running out of time almost. But so I want to give you some time to break down some of these small trades that happened. So we have Colin Sexton and the Kobe White trade.
Yep. Let's get
We,
to it. Hold on.
hold on, and we also had Boston Vucevic getting traded from Chicago going to Boston Celtics. So tell me your opinions on both of those trades, on how they transpired.
The first trade. Let's talk about Vucevic and Anthony Simons. They're swapping second round picks this year. Bulls get Anthony Simons and a second round pick traded for a bunch of guards on the deadline, and the Celtics get Vucevic and a second round pick. For the Bulls, I'm still trying to figure out the direction they're trying to go with. Anthony had a great game yesterday against the Raptors. He's going to be able to prove himself over there. I want to see how he fits in when Josh Giddey comes back and Trey Jones and whatnot. But I'm still I don't want to give him a grade at the moment just because of how many guards they have. I'm still trying to what are they doing?
Yeah, I give it a C minus, my opinion. So
no, I'll give him a C plus, B minus type of thing because you're getting rid of an older guy for a very young guy who has a lot of potential. That's fine, and then you're going to start losing, maybe getting a lottery on a really good draft.
Yeah,
and then for the Celtics though, I'm going to give them an A.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, getting
You're trading. Yeah, you're trading with Anthony, who obviously he's a great player. He has spark plug moments at all times, but some games you don't play him. And you're trading him for a position that you need, like center wise. You're starting Luka Garza and Keita, and Keita's played amazing. Luka Garza's played great. No offense, but Vucevic has that experience. He's that offensive center. He can shoot the ball, space the floor. He's the offensive center that they want. Double doubles at any night. Can give you 20 and 10, 30 maybe some nights. He's going to fit in well with the pick and pop, pick and roll, the offense that Joe Mazzulla can run. And then have Keita come off the bench. Keita can learn. The only thing bad about Vucevic is his post defense is terrible. His defense is not good at all. But I think it's a good trade for the Celtics because they want to win.
Yeah,
it's a winning team over there. So
I definitely like the Celtics pickup more than getting Vucevic, especially for their playoff run going into the playoffs. It's definitely going to help them. With no Tatum. Jaylen Brown, Derek White, and adding Vooch. Vooch is still a 15 to 20 point type of player, and he helps their rebounding issue. And they're not as small anymore by adding Vucevic. But I'm definitely intrigued to see how Boston handles Vucevic. Because right now he came off the bench tonight. Does he come off the bench moving forward? But I think
I just see that as you just got here.
Yeah.
Fit in because he played more minutes than him. So
yeah.
So Luka Garza and Keita. So
I definitely see him eventually starting. But I give Boston an A for that pickup. I don't know how.
Because Tatum also has the possibility of coming back in the playoffs, so we don't know yet.
Yeah,
so we'll see how that fits around.
I feel like he really shouldn't. I really think he should just take the time to just get better, get fully healthy. Don't rush it. Your team's doing great right now. They can hold it down. There's no need to rush because you're not even favored to go to the finals this year anyway. So what's the rush? You just won the finals 2 years ago. There's absolutely no urgency. So I feel like get better, get well, get fully healthy where you can make a full push into next season and not have any setbacks. Because if you rush it now, then you can have a major setback. You can even have a worse injury, which you can tear your ACL after you just tore your Achilles, which happens. And I definitely don't want to see that happen. I want to see Tatum play, even though I'm not a Boston fan. I don't like Boston. But I love Tatum, and I don't want to see any superstars get injured, But moving on to one last trade I want to get your opinion on. We'll break this down, 2-minute breakdown. Jarrett McCain going to OKC. I didn't see that trade coming. I don't know about you, but I think that's a great pickup for OKC moving forward. He's a lights out shooter. He can give you 15 to 20 if he gets the minutes. We just saw him last year before his injury that he was just
He's
on a
averaging
tear.
15,
Exactly.
great efficiency, and you get him. I mean, OKC, we know Sam Presti gets a lot of picks. They have a lot of picks. They give up 3 seconds in the first.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, not too bad of value for Jaren McCain due to the fact he's coming off the Achilles injury.
Mm-hmm.
But good pickup for OKC. He'll probably play a lot. Or
Yeah.
actually, I'm kind of curious to see how he fits in first.
Mm-hmm.
How they run him because they're really deep. But we'll still have to see that around. For the Sixers, I'll give him a C plus.
Yeah.
Like I mean, you're already getting out on Jaren McCain, who's like he's young and we saw what he can do. Like
Yeah. I don't know
why you would do that.
Yeah, I didn't understand it at all. I think
With the Thunder, I'll give the A.
Yeah, I think low key, Jared McCain asked for the trade because he wasn't getting like a lot of minutes. And he wants to play. And I think after he had 3, Philly probably wanted to be careful with him and be mindful about his injury because it was a torn ACL, so they probably didn't want to overdo it and overplay him. So they didn't want to risk even more injuries for him. But Jared McCain wants to play, so I think secretly behind closed doors that he asked for that trade, and he went to a championship contending team in the OKC Thunder and just made their bench even more lethal, even better than it was now. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely going to be interesting on how they use Jared McCain, and I like it, man. I like that pickup for OKC for sure. They just got.
I want to talk about I think 3 more trades really quick. Talk about the Bulls. Bulls traded a lot. I think the last 3 trades are all involved in the Bulls.
Okay.
First one.
A 4-minute breakdown. 4 minutes. No, 3 minutes. Sorry.
I got you.
3-minute breakdown.
Don't worry about time. Bulls traded Kevin Huerter and Darius Saric. Got Jaden Ivey back from the Pistons.
Mm-hmm.
But the Pistons get a first-round slot for the Timberwolves because they were salary dumping because they thought they were going to get Giannis.
Yeah.
Bulls getting Jaden Ivey, who we saw him able to average 20 basically. He's 23, coming off of a leg injury. He's a great player. 6'4", has a size. He's fast, gets downhill, can shoot.
Yeah.
And Kevin Huerter, he's a little older, but he can fit in with the Pistons and what they're doing because Ivy wasn't getting as many minutes because I believe they're more bought in right now than Dennis Jenkins, the way he's playing. In my opinion, I think that's why they probably did the deal, and Kevin Huerter can fit in on that 2 and 3 role off the bench because they want to win now. But trading Kevin Huerter, who's about 30, for a younger guy, and Jaden Ivey is a good pickup. So for the Bulls, I'm gonna give them an A. I think I like that trade a lot, getting that guard. And then for the Pistons, I'm gonna give them a B plus, maybe an A- because they do get a first-round pick from the Timberwolves too, which was good for them.
You love these picks, don't you? You love when teams get picks back, huh?
Draft is like the funnest time of the year. Another big trade, in my opinion, a red hot Hornets team, 8 games in a row, just beat the Rockets last night. Traded Colin Sexton,
Kobe White.
Traded Colin Sexton, 3 second-round picks, and they also got Ousmane Dieng from the Thunder and traded him to the Bulls. And the Bulls trade Mike Conley, who they got from the Timberwolves, in that Jaden Ivey trade, but they released him right away, so nothing crazy. And Kobe White. I gotta sneeze again.
No, Kobe White's gonna be a hot Charlotte Hornets team. Charlotte's on it. Adding Kobe White just makes them even better. So I'm excited to see how that transpires. Yeah. I don't know if Kobe White will start though. That's the only thing. He was starting in Chicago. Now he's probably coming off the bench.
He's not gonna start. He's gonna play that 16 role. He was having a stellar last 2 years. Had a calf injury. Took time to come get his debut this year. He's not been shooting the ball well at all this year. He's been shooting terrible. And that's the big reason why they traded him, was because he hasn't been playing well, injuries. Him and Colin Sexton, they come from the same draft class. Oh, no, Colin Sexton might be – damn. They come from the same draft class.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let me not get twisted. They come from the same draft class, so they're both the same age, both promising guys. Colin Sexton comes in, he can play D. He's a scorer, and maybe he starts. I don't know. They have so many guards. I don't know what they do. The Bulls.
Yeah.
But the Hornets, I like to pick up. But for the Bulls, you get Ousmane Deng, and then a promising guy from the Thunder who wasn't getting minutes, but a guy who I thought could be really good. And then you trade him for nothing.
Yeah, I mean, that's
I don't like that. But you get 3 seconds too, so at least they get some draft capital.
Yeah, it's a business.
Yeah,
If it doesn't make sense, sometimes stuff happens.
For the Bulls, I'm gonna give them a B just because they did or got rid of Ousmane like that. And then for the Hornets, I'm gonna give them.
I give him A plus.
I give him a B plus, A minus.
I give him an A plus. Adding Kobe White's that's scary. That helps him a lot. So
especially if he can play the way he used to and shoot the ball extremely efficient, but he's not doing that, so he needs to pick it back up.
Yeah.
But I think they're doing that for potential. So, a good trade by both teams, and then the last trade by the Bulls. The last trade I want to talk about. Yesterday, Bulls traded Ayo Dosunmu, who has been having a stellar year, averaging about 15 on 55 and 46 from three. He's having an amazing year. He's definitely top 4 and 6 man of the year. But they traded the Timberwolves for Rob Dillingham, Leonard Miller, in I believe 4 seconds. And for the Timberwolves, I gotta give him an A plus. Trading Rob Dillingham, you got him 2 years ago, promising, but he just can't play no defense. He has a nice crossover, score the ball a little bit, but he's not getting no minutes, can't play no defense, and you're getting a 15-point per game scorer who shoots the ball so efficiently to fit in with your team.
Mm-hmm.
I could really see him starting, maybe, or if not, he comes off the bench still, gets quality minutes. He's going to be a great piece over there. I think that's a great pickup, especially for the value. Surprised I didn't go for a lot more. And then for the Bulls, I'm giving them a D. I don't like it at all. What is Rob Dillingham going to do for you?
Yeah,
you're not going to play him.
You gave the Bulls 4 different grades. They got 4 different trades.
Yeah. They got 7 trades this deadline. They started off good, and then I don't know what the hell they did. They went to a guard frenzy.
Yeah,
he's going to come out that the GM was rigging him. I don't know.
Yeah.
But good trade for the Timberwolves. It's going to help them in the finals.
Crazy week for trades, man. Crazy week for trades. Been a wild deadline.
It was a great deadline, but let's get into our very last segment.
Yes,
let's get to our favorite segment.
We are running out of time.
Cue of the day, baby.
Cue of the day, man. Hit me. Your cue today. So
my cue of the day. Since it's a trade deadline episode, who is your winner from the deadline and loser from the deadline teams?
My winner, I give it to the Cavs. I like it. Harden, they're my favorites now. Loser of the trades, I give it to the Clippers. I'm just gonna give it to the Clippers because they lost Harden. They were just on a heater, and now they just traded a star player, and now they're just downhill. But it's also a tiebreaker between Utah and the Cavs because I like what Utah did. So that's my.
I see how the Clippers can be losers. You're trading a 36-year-old for a 26-year-old, trading another 30-year-old center for a 23-year-old player who averages 20. So now you got 2 20-point scorers, and then you also have the possibility of getting a top 5 pick.
Okay, hold on. All right, I'll change my grade.
That's crazy.
I'll go to the Bulls. I'll go to the Bulls.
If anything, the Clippers could be a winner.
No. I give it to the Bulls losing because they didn't really get much back. Anthony Simons doesn't really make them any better. They got a bunch of guards, no big men. There's nobody over.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out the direction they're going to go in. So.
Yeah, I don't understand what they're doing, but
I'd hate to be a Bulls fan for sure.
That's definitely my winner and loser for sure.
Okay.
I love the
great trade deadline.
I love the Cavs.
I loved it.
But I love that.
This trade deadline had so much secrecy, man.
Yeah, it did. There was everybody that had their sources were lying. I don't know where they got their sources from. but them sources were fake. But yeah, man, that is going to wrap up today's episode, man. It was nice little episode. It was a good one. Our NBA trade deadline special. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up today's episode, guys. Just make sure you like the video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, man. Please hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and we're gonna have more episodes coming in the near future with a whole bunch of stuff coming soon. Just tune in and be ready for those videos, man. You already know what it is. I'm your host, Chris. It's my partner in crime, co-host Aaron, and we'll see you guys in that next video, man. Yes, sir.